Good evening. So, I was gonna go, I was gonna do the normal stream. I was gonna do the normal. I was gonna do the full screen. But, upon realizing that YouTube, for some reason, is still processing, like, the last 6 streams I did. Not really sure why it takes that long to process a stream, or 6 of them. But rather than give them a full screen stream to process on top of the 6 that they're still doing for some reason, I figured I would do this, I guess, since they're still processing that many of my streams. I just, I don't know. Weren't even that long. Alright. Average view duration? Why is there an average view duration when there's no viewers? Are we doing this thing again, where it's like fudging the numbers again? Average view duration, the entire length of the stream. Yeah, they're hiding views. There was 2 people in here just now. Let's see. 1, 2. Actually, that's a third one. Yeah, the view hasn't counted yet. Hello. I see that you're in my chat and YouTube's not counting the views. And the average view duration is the exact length of the stream. No. Why, alright, so again, so now there's 3 people in here. I'm looking at 3 concurrents, and the views are at 0. There's another person in my chat, views are still at 0. So let's, this is ridiculous, man. Yep, that's the emoji thing. That's exactly right, because that's exactly what's happening right now. That is like on point. That's basically what this is, a joke. That's not it. Why does OBS do this? Hey, get down. Get down. Get down. Right. Sorry. Hold on. I always have to remember between window capture, display capture, and what's the other one? Browser. It's like you'd think browser would be the one. You know what I mean? Like, I click that and the chat shows up. That's literally what browser does. It doesn't show the browser, it shows chat. Anyway, obviously display capture is your screen, so it's window, but still. So anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shrink that so that way you guys can see it a little bit better. See how there's only 4 views? Like, that just updated. And flat out, I mean, look at the likes compared to the views. Look at how many people are in chat. Like, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, they just updated that to like show you that there's some views, right? Like, it was sitting at 0, and it was gonna sit there until I said something, until I showed it, and then they were like, "Oh, we better fix this." And here's my thing, like, who's actually relying on YouTube to do this every stream? What I'm saying is, like, this is a recurring pattern. This has always been the case with YouTube. They've always done this, and I don't do anything and I don't say anything. I notice my streams losing views, and then they dwindle into nothing. But then I talk about it. And then we show it on the screen. And then it's obvious. And then they, like, sort of, like, scramble and kind of do something about it a little bit. Like, the point is, how many times have we been through this, and it's the same thing. There's more than 6 views on this. Like, we know that. Come on. I mean, come on. So, like, the point is, they're doing this, like, alright, so for example, we had 5 concurrents right here. Look at that. 5 right there. So there's more than 6 views. I mean, there's 3 in here now. There was 5 right there. You know what I mean? Like, this... So, like, the point is we're relying on them to be accurate about this, and flat out... Dude's literally a troll. You're out of here. Yeah, you're out of here. You're not gonna talk to me like that in my chat. The dude who's been in here for 5 seconds tells me to interact with chat, or we'd stay longer. Dude, I'm actually one of the most interactive streamers you've ever seen, and not only that, other people have complimented me on that and said that's actually my problem. That I actually interact too much and don't ignore people enough. Actually true. Because you consider how many people on here, like yourself, troll. And just trying to get a rise out of people. They're just trying to do something for attention or yada, yada, yada. You respond too much. You give them what they want. They come back for more. You can't do that. You can't respond to everybody. You can't give everybody attention. Or you'll never grow. You will never grow. Because you're never going to get to everybody. Imagine if I had Azergold's numbers, yet I'm sitting here trying to respond to everybody. No. It wouldn't happen. The point is, as you grow, you can't. You make yourself crazy. So, again, you're a troll. You're very obviously trying to detract, because otherwise you wouldn't say that. That's all I'm saying. And that's why you got blocked. Him or me? Him or me? Who's an ass? Let's get to the bottom of this. Who? Because I think that's actually very reasonable. So, who are we referring to there? Him or me? Gotcha. So we got 2 trolls in here now. Gotcha. So they came in just to do that. Interesting. Oh yeah, somebody is actively messing with my browser. Look, I want you guys to see this firsthand. Look. This is why, like, alright, so like check this out, ready? Oh, no, it doesn't do it. Yeah, no, they stopped. No, they stopped. They stopped doing it. They were very clearly sifting through. Somebody was. Somebody gained access today, and they were having fun. When I got on stream, yep. But then it went away. Magically. It's sort of like, oh shit, he's on stream. So again, like, you see this troll, right? This is what trolls do. Only a troll comes in here to like and then remove the like. You see what he's doing, right? Nobody does that. He was literally sitting here. It was just at 3. Remember that. He was literally sitting here liking, unliking, liking, unliking, liking, unliking. This is Cookie. And one of these channels was him too, because he's the one doing that shit. It's literally him and No Sleep do it too. Yeah, No Sleep does it too. They want me to talk about them, because when I talk about them, they get views. They start trending and stuff. So they come in and they troll. They're being investigated for fraud. Like, they're essentially trying to steal viewers, subscribers, con their way into the platform, yada yada yada, do it in a fake way. They've been doing it for a long time. The both of them, actually. Yeah. See how they're removing? Nobody does that. Yeah, nobody's petty enough. This is a very petty, like that's the point. Like, somebody petty enough to just sit there and like unlike. Yeah, that's somebody with a problem. And they have several alts too. That's the point. There's several alts too. So like, that's how they were able to do that. They have so many alts. So they're just sitting in here in all their alts doing that. Here, hold on. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's just see here. Yeah. That's not weird. That's not weird. Yeah, that shit's fucking weird. This person that came in here to troll me, they're making content on their YouTube off of their kid. Yeah, like, all their stuff, I just went to his channel, all his stuff is literally, like, shorts and stuff, trying to make money off of, like, content with his kids and stuff, and it's just not a good idea. It's really weird. It's this guy, Nahira Safi, that dude that was in chat. That's really weird. Yeah, these guys just came in here to be trolls. So basically what they're all doing is they're organizing and they're creating an actual gang of people that cancel content creators that they don't like. And essentially what they're doing is creating actual gang activity on the platform. They're organizing and creating an actual gang activity on the platform. And that's why it's all being investigated, because they actually are doing that. They are actually organizing, talking to each other, and then organizing things where they go in and harm channels and affect things. They are really doing that. And they've done it to me. That's why it's not even up to me at this point. Like, literally, that's the point. They saw this shit. It wasn't even just me. Yeah, it was them. Like, the point is the people watching saw this too and said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, we've seen enough. You know, some of the people that have been on this channel for a while, and they've watched for a while. This is why I kept calling them dumb, because, like, the point is they actually think that people haven't been following me from square one. No, they have. Trust me. They know exactly what I've had to deal with. They know exactly everything that's happened. Everything that you've done to me. And everything that you've organized to do to try to hurt this channel. I'm pretty sure there's some people taking a look at the individuals that also tried to sit there and copy and paste Michael Does Life's channel too, because they did do that. They have made so you know that streamer that we mention once in a while, he you know, might not always agree with how he does things, and that's fine. Just like you guys might not always agree with how I approach things too. But you don't sit there, just like what No Sleep's doing, like, you don't sit there and then pretend to, you know what I mean, like dislike or even like somebody, and then at the same time, like, the point is, nothing is correct about taking somebody's content and putting it on your channel and trying to say it's yours, even trying to make money off of it, even duplicating it on another channel without permission is not okay. It's actually against copyright laws. You can't do it. You physically can't. So the point is, a content creator, under the fair use, a content creator can sit here and they can react to other content and stuff like that. That's what they can do. But what you can't do is exactly what these guys are doing. Like, it is definition copyright infringement. Is literally definition copyright. It's like exactly what you don't do. And these guys are doing it. And like, my lawyer has to keep reminding me, no, trust me. Like, literally just keep saying, no, trust me. He's like, no, trust me, you cannot do that. You cannot just do that. You can't just take somebody's audio or video and re-upload it. Can't do it. Physically can't do it. That's what these guys are doing. Yep, they cannot do that. And it doesn't matter if he's putting some little meadow and stuff like that, and he's putting the audio in the background. That doesn't matter. He's still doing it without my permission, and he's literally just re-uploading my voice, and especially out of context. So it's actually different. We're going to sue for defamation of character, because again, he's trying to make me look bad, obviously, like, we know that. And not only that, we've got him. Because he's had many alts come in here and try to showboat his channel and talk about his channel and boast his channel and stuff like that. in a way that would literally be, hey, if you hate this guy and you watch him, go subscribe to me. Basically, cult following sort of thing where you're promoting against me. It's defamation of character. Yep. I literally just hands down would win that. Easily. You know what I think is funny? You know what I think is funny? When somebody shows you who they are by deleting messages in chat. Yeah, like, as soon as I said all that, this person that came in here, this is why, like, I want you guys to see this. Like, this is the freaking point. This is what I see all the time. This Nahira Safi, randomly after I said that, started deleting his messages after he was already blocked. What the hell? Like, literally right after I said that. Look. Message retracted. Because if you like, the point is, it says this if you block him. He deleted this. Yeah. Nobody could see it. Yeah, like oh my god. Well, we've got you now. Yeah. Actually starts deleting it. Oh. Bravo. That's funny. That is legitimately funny. That is legitimately funny. Actually starts deleting them. Because remember, it would have said, like I said, it says I deleted it because I blocked him. So that's why it says I deleted it versus him. It says, when he says it says message retracted. It's like, oh my god. It's like the guy I was watching a Trilogy Media thing the one time, and they caught up to the scammer, and no lie, like the information that he had on his phone could have helped him, because like it could have helped speed things along for him, so it's not like such a process. But instead of doing that, he just deletes everything, like right then and there. And it was like one of the dumbest things he could have done. Because like the point was that they could have like at least tried to speed things along a little bit and stuff because they had that info. Now that it's deleted, like they have to go to the trouble to retrieve, like yada yada yada. So the point is, like that's what that reminds me of. Just like immediately doing that. Well, that's it, man. Like what? Duh. You really did that? Like... oh, man. That was funny. Actually deletes it. And I remember that guy that, like, ran for freaking ever. It's like trying to hide under stuff. It's like trying to hide under the freaking. Oh man. Done. So let's go see who this person was coming in here. This is clearly no sleep. Just so that you know, that's not coming from me. It's coming from the lawyer. You clearly have no idea what you're talking about. You have no friends because you are so mean and evil. Look, dude, this is adding to the defamation of character case. You actually came in here and typed in my chat, you have no friends because you are so mean and evil. That's, like, if you wanted me to build a case against you, you just basically handed it to me. Because, again, you're proving that you came in here to harm me, to speak badly about me. Do I ever go into Cookie's stream, No Sleep stream, for that matter, literally anybody, and say anything? Ever? Really? Really anything ever? Yeah. I mean, honestly. Actually deletes it. This person literally gets it wrong. So again, reminding you, fair use. Fair use. Fair. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Shall we reasonably define the word fair? And the word reasonable can be found many times throughout the law. Shall we reasonably define the word fair? Okay? Because fair, to me, would be both parties agreeing that you can fucking use the content you're fucking using, you dumbass. Like, I completely understand if somebody's sitting there reacting to something, and the person that, that owns that content, you know what I mean, like, decides after the fact, yeah, I didn't like how they did that, I want to report that and get that taken down. Which is how the fucking process works. Okay? I have reported your fucking little things multiple times, as many others have. You have not asked for permission. In fact, you asked for one time if you could do it, and I never gave you written permission. And in fact, I have said many times you do not have my permission. And not only that, again, if you are using it in a way to diminish me, to harm me, which I can prove, and you typing in your description doesn't make you exempt from it just because you say it. You fucking come in here and do the opposite of everything that you say all the time. You made a habit of that. So we'll prove that in court. We'll prove in court that I said many times in my stream, don't mention the fucking CIA, and then you came in on a comment and typed CIA in the comments. Many times. There were so many things that you did that I had a rule for, and then you came in and did the exact opposite, like the very next time you came in the stream. We're gonna prove this. So again, you type in your description, this is not meant to harm Sifu in any way, or yada yada yada. It's the, in fact, opposite thing, because we're going to prove that you do, in fact, the opposite of everything that you state. You stand for and do the opposite of everything that you state. We're going to prove that. Because, again, when you are claiming that this is all to help, yada, 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 meanwhile, there was another time in my chat, which we can prove, where I blocked somebody for using, like, the N-word or something ridiculous like that, and then you told them to go subscribe to your channel. Okay, so again, right after I said, right after I blocked this person, you then told them in my chat to subscribe to your channel. I literally win this fucking case hands down. Literally hands down. There is nothing left to prove. You have come into my channel to harm me. You are making that content to harm me, not to react to it, to use it fairly, to use it to benefit you and steal viewers from me. I win. You lose. You're literally just taking fucking content. And being a lazy asshole about it, too. You literally don't even use a fucking camera when you stream. You just sit there and play a game like a lazy fuck. That's literally all you do. Yeah, this is, again, this guy that's doing this, he doesn't even use a camera. He just literally sits there and streams his game. He was the guy that when there was when they were doing the WoW servers and you weren't supposed to be doing them, he was the guy making the illegal WoW servers and shit like that and still playing on those. Okay? On the private servers. Yeah. Now, you can do private servers now. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that there's like specific ones, right? Well, he was one of the ones doing it when you weren't supposed to. This fucking guy gets up to all kinds of shit. That's the point. Why do you think these people come in to harass me so much? Because they're so used to fucking doing it. They've done it before. Duh. This is the point, guys. They're not just doing it to me. This is the fucking point. The point is gang. The point is they're organizing. The point is, I've said this a million times. How many times I gotta say it? Well, the point is I don't gotta say it anymore. They are investigating it, and I do have a case, and I win hands down, and you cannot use my content if I do not allow you to use my content. It's literally that freaking simple. It's literally that simple. So the bit rate is at 1,000 right now. Conveniently, they're shifting the bit rate around all over the place. Yeah, conveniently. So, the person, No Sleep, probably just reported the stream a bunch of times. That's probably what he did. He lied and reported the stream. You know what you should all do? You should all report his channel for harassment. Anybody that's in here that supports me, you should go to his channel and report his channel for harassment. No Sleep is clipping this stream. No Sleep is clipping this stream. No Sleep is clipping the 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 stream without my permission. Yep, the bitrate's like nothing. Don't worry, the investigator's in here. Yeah, I already sent my email. You realize how quick it takes for them to track people? The very second that you're doing this, they know who you are. And you've done it so many times. You realize how, like, it's instant with them. You can't... It's instant, guys. You can't... Yeah, No Sleep is clipping the stream. And he's literally acting like he has every right. And so again, this is the kind of shit that they do. That they would do to cause a problem for me. And all these people would do this stuff when I was literally talking truth. And trying to inform about Trump. Anytime I said anything. And I have every right to do this on my platform. I have every right. So the point is, these guys aren't being fair. There's nothing fair. There's no fair use here. There's no use of there's nothing fair about this use. He's taking it unfairly to benefit him. I don't allow it. It hurts me. Benefits him. It's not fair. No. There's nothing fair about that. Fair would be benefits both parties. Asking. Yeah. Not breaking rules. Not being a dipshit. Not doing it without asking. Okay? My rule has always been the same. The same as Asmon's, and I've said this a million times. If somebody has a problem with something that I'm reacting to and wants to contact me, they are free to do so. They can do so anytime they want. All they have to do is leave a comment or contact in any other way, that's fine. But simply leave a comment and do so on the main channel, so obviously I know who it is. And simply say, I would like this taken down. And it's literally that simple. All you have to do is tell me. As soon as I see that, I'm taking it down. That's it. That's all. It's literally it. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. I'll take anything. Like, that's the point. All you gotta do is ask. I'm reasonable. I don't care. Somebody wants me to take something down, I'll take it down. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, like, case in point, like, even a while back when I reacted to Michael Does Life stuff, the stuff going on with him. Remember that, when I did a video on him? But before I sort of kind of supported it, and I didn't really know who he was, that sort of thing, I obviously, like, did it, you know, sort of kind of against his message and stuff like that, and originally, and the point was, if he had asked me to take it down at any point, not his fans, not his audience, if he had asked me, I would have I would have just taken it down right then and there. I'd have been like, okay. I have every right to ask me to do that. Yeah. Because it wouldn't be fair. It's not. That's the point. If he would have asked me, I would have literally just taken it down right then and there. I'd be like, okay. I can't even argue. It's your content. I'm talking about you. Okay. If I wasn't using his content, then it's up to my discretion. But if he wants me to take it down, that's fair. That's called fair use. That's what that means to me. That's called being reasonable. That's me. That's how I am. So just ask. That's it. So this is the point. Yeah, I've never... This guy has nothing content. That's why he's using me. This guy makes the most boring, nothing fucking content you'll ever watch in your entire life. That's why he doesn't have any subscribers. That's why he's stealing my content. That's why. That's it. Because, like, he's not a content creator. He's just uploading shit. Yeah. So, like, eventually, that's the point. He just started uploading. He just started freaking copy and pasting me. Just like Cookie wasn't a content creator until all these people from Michael Does Life's channel went and harassed him, and now he's gonna make content out of it to make him look bad. Oh, and then he starts doing streams left and right suddenly. Suddenly he's a content creator. Yeah, because he got a following from the people that left Michael Does Life with him. That's it. I basically just started learning it was a bunch of people that hated Michael Does Life, and they latched on the Cookie. That's it. So he literally just riding on the coattails. Yeah, he wasn't talking about me. He was talking about you jackass. And that's the point. Like, he was trying to make me think that it was me the whole time. He was talking about him, like, the whole fucking time. Like, the whole time. So if he lied to you guys, and he convinced you he was trying to talking about me and stuff, no. He's talking about him. Yeah, riding the coattails, stuff like... Nothing to do with me. Nope. That's what he wants you to think. That's what Cookie wants you to think. Of course he's talking about him. I've never networked with Michael Does Life. We've never spoken to each other. Yeah. We've never had any interactions. Zero. That's it. Nothing. Yeah, he knows of my existence. That's about it. Yeah, so there's no bad... As far as I know, there's no bad blood. There's no negative energy. There's nothing. It's literally just... There's been nothing. Yeah, it's literally just... Yeah, SH talking. Yeah. It's literally all it is. I'm sorry, Silent. I see you. Hello. I'm sorry. It's just... You know, there's just drama. I need to get the chat thing on. I should have gotten the chat thing on. It's a little late for it now, right? How late is it? Oh, it's not even that late. Why does it feel so late? Daylight savings time is killing me, man. It didn't used to when I was younger, but, like, when you age, that shit, like, just affects you. Man, see, I went and said SH earlier, and I just ruined it just now. This is part of my speech, man. Yeah, I leave, when I left work the other day, like, at around 5-ish, yeah, it was dark, like, completely. I was like, what the so weird. It's so weird. I don't even remember it being that dark that early. That seems a little off. Yeah, something. And winter's off too. We didn't even really have a fall. No, spring sort of meshed into winter. Yeah, would it really would have a fall? Like it's been like 80 degrees almost every day. We've had like a few days here and there that were like 50 something ish. It's been like 70, 80. It's crazy. It's really weird. It's not supposed to be like that here. It like here it's supposed to be temperate. It's always been temperate here. What I mean by temperate is comfortable. We have all seasons. That sort of thing. And it's just not anymore. Barely saw fall, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. What if what if the what if the poles are actually shifting? That wouldn't be good. I mean, you guys know we're overdue, right? Yeah, this should have happened already. There's a lot of stuff that that the world is overdue for. Yeah, I'm not trying to raise anybody's anxiety or anything. Don't worry about it. But like, there's a lot of stuff that we're overdue for. Lots of like catastrophic things for sure. And that's not like BS. It's valid. It's valid, totally valid. So Yellowstone is one. Yellowstone eruption, if it happened all at once, could cause a volcanic winter, technically speaking. It's a very likely event. Yeah. Yeah, so like the pole shifting, it would probably exterminate us. And there's evidence it's happened before. And we're overdue. And I think basically like they said that like the Sahara would be like tropical sort of. Like it would be just so opposite of what it is now. So yeah, there's that. We're overdue for quite a bit. There are plenty of scientists that are completely confused as to why California is still attached to North America. That's a mystery. Well, not really. Not really. There are some things that are slowing it down, and I think they are sort of becoming aware of them, and they only just found out about them because we're finally experimenting on the ocean floor. Finally. We should have been doing this. Look, I am a huge advocate of not necessarily evolving to space yet, because we can't yet. We can't colonize space quite yet. But we should colonize not the Earth, not underground, but underwater. Because everything that's happened, everything, what's still there? What is our planet actually consisting of? Water. So You know what I mean? Like you go down far enough, like this is sort of feasible, you know, where you can control temperature and environments and stuff like that. Um, so the question behind the science behind that is power. That's it. It becomes about powering things. And then people are like, well, you have water. Well, it doesn't matter that you have water, you still have to have that energy source for the water. So while the water itself can be used, like we know about hydro and stuff like that, you still have to have a source of energy. So the water's just sitting there. So yeah, if you could make it flow somehow. Now here's my thing. Here's my thing. I not a scientist obviously, but here's what I do know. If you put a structure in the water, it's now in the water and it has pushed the water aside by this much. While it's pushing the water to the side by that much, the water is now pushing back. Can you do something with that? You know what I'm saying? There is force there. Can you do something with that? That's as far as I've gotten. So essentially putting a structure large enough that the water pushes on it. Obviously it's going to push on it anyway. But you would want it nice and big. Nice big solid piece of rock. You know, something like that, and it's just pushing on this thing. And you're building pressure on the object. Yeah. I don't know. You'd still have to... It's not an energy source. It's just pressure. You know what I mean? Like, it's still halfway there. Not even. It's like third of the way there. It's just an idea. Not even a theory. Not even a valid theory. It's an idea. So if you do something with that. That was my thing. That was my thinking too. Like some type of dam that works, you know, like a dam works, except underwater. You know what I mean? Like we use dams, right? Like, it's just... Okay. But like you have to understand with a dam, the water is moving. So, get an object, put a hole, get the water moving through it. There's pressure. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's pressure, you know, constantly on this object. So you put a hole in it, water goes through that hole and out the other side. Okay? The hole's connected to a fucking turbine. I don't know. Start experimenting, guys. Like, I don't know, man. I know, I'm flailing my arms a lot. Calling the beaver, right? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? When I was younger, I used to have this joke where, like, I would... I mean, it made sense back then. This is as funny as politics used to be. It didn't used to be as funny. It was really dry humor. It was really stupid. As funny as it was, you know. It was the sort of thing where it's like, well, if you want to be a politician, all you gotta do is talk really slow, use big words, like Constitution and stuff like that, and talk with your hands. Like this. You gotta talk with your hands. That was my joke. Super funny, I know. But that's the point, It wasn't... Politics was boring until Trump. Doesn't mean he's good, it just means it was boring until him. Well, right, and that's, like, the hilarious thing about that is that kind of proves the point. You're gonna get a whole lot of people all of a sudden interested in the subject that don't really know anything about it. Case in point. Yeah. Sort of kind of proves the point a bit, but I'm not trying to be, like, rude or anything. I keep kind of sort of proving the point, I just wish they would know that. I wish they would understand it. And just, like, stop pretending, I had to do it. It was hard, but I did it and got over it. I mean, it was pretty quick. Yeah, like, I've had to change my mind before. So when I first started paying attention, I had to change my mind, cause I was sort of fooled about it, and it's propaganda, like that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's for. Um, so I like I used to, it was George W. I liked him. I thought I did. And then I sort of had to kind of, like, admit it when I sort of started becoming informed. I wanted to do that because I thought it was the responsible thing to do. Hear me out. Hear me out. When the president got in front of the camera and delivered his speech on why we're going to war in Iraq, I have a pretty good bullshit detector. I had a pretty good one then too. I've always had it. And just something about the way he delivered the speech, the way he looked, the way he said it, I never doubted him before. I actually never did. I actually kind of liked him at first. And when he said that, no lie, in my own head, my conscience went, bullshit. I don't even know why. I even kind of had to sit there in silence and think about it. I didn't say anything. I was actually with a couple of friends, too, when it happened. And they were for it, and I guess praying about it or whatever. And, yeah, I was too, but the point was I was rather silent because I was thinking about the fact that my conscience told me bullshit. And I trusted this guy up to this point, and I have a really good bullshit detector, and I knew to trust it. I just knew. So I started becoming informed. I started informing myself and paying attention to the war and things he was actually doing and things he said he was doing versus what he was actually doing. And I started realizing that Dick Cheney was not somebody I liked. Started realizing he was the jackass. Yeah, it was him I didn't like. And so while I didn't dislike George W. that much, he hired Cheney. So I'm not gonna fault him a whole lot now, but spending $5 trillion to destroy Iraq for absolutely no reason and then to lie to the American public about WMDs is just unbelievable. And lying to the military at the time, too, just tricking them and deceiving them and incorrect intel, and just starts to kind of make you realize what the Republicans kind of get up to. So if that was happened back then, way back, George W., You know, back in 9/11 days, start to kind of realize some things. You know, 9/11 happened under his watch. We will never forget. Yeah, I gotta be honest. People had a pretty positive view of Rudy Giuliani at the time since he was mayor. Yeah, you weren't born yet, Bam. A lot of you guys don't even know. You weren't even paying attention. Yeah, that's the point. Rudy Giuliani was mayor, gave a speech. George W. gave a speech. This is crazy to think now that Rudy Giuliani, the crazy dude, Rudy Giuliani was mayor of New York. Like, I just, you know, and like, you think about it now, it's like, wow, really? So, like, that's kind of how, like, they were networked for the longest time, him and Trump. You guys know that, right? Like, I don't know why, like, all these other people you're pushing aside because they did all these actual things, but then Trump, you're making excuses for him. Like, I will never get that, but yeah, that's why, you know, yeah, and I appreciate that, because, you know, like, a lot of folks, you know, like, the point is, I just want people to stop pretending like they know anything about politics if they don't. Because I really have been informing myself and paying attention for a long time, and it's just incredibly frustrating when somebody says something very simple that's wrong. He helped the economy. It's like the opposite of what he did. Are you kidding me? He hurt our economy. A rich businessman helped our economy? You freaking kidding me? He hates small businesses. What do you think helps our economy? Like, people have a very misconstrued view of what helps our economy. Helping small businesses everywhere helps our economy. Trump can't do that alone. That's why you don't vote for him. Like, the things that he claims that he'd be good at and tries to do, like, he can't. Like, he's just trying to promise things he could never get done. I'm just saying, like, there's no plan, there's no anything, it's just made up. That's why, because it's the biggest and it's the best and it'll cover everybody, and he still didn't do it. Anyway, I started paying attention and I had to change my mind. The point was, I was open-minded. You know, as much as I liked Clinton because he balanced the budget, he gave us the 90s. Bill Clinton balanced the budget. We had a surplus because of him. Bill Clinton helped the economy successfully for 2 terms. And everyone is so fooled by the Republican propaganda, they actually think the Clintons are what's bad. It's like, no, just why? Look it up. That's all I do. I'm not, like, just sitting here just making it up. I just looked these things up. I didn't just I didn't just decide one day to just be like, well, I'm just going to implicitly defend Democrats and get behind everything they say. What? No, I just started looking things up. That's it. Obama, there will never be another one like him. You can't replace that man. You can't replace what he did. Part of the issue is that Trump went and undid some of those things that would have been very, 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 very beneficial. Probably would have actually started a new golden age, like Trump always talks about. Yeah. Because he did sign some executive orders to get rid of economic stimulus organizations. He got rid of them. And these were things Obama put in. I'm not making that up. I've said it many times before. I didn't just pull it out of my ass, guys. Like, the information I give you, like, it's valid. That's how I found out. I literally just looked and read the executive orders he signed. I just looked it up. It's public information. You didn't look this stuff up. Don't trust the fake media. Look it up for yourself. It's public information. This is what you have to worry about. You have to worry about him silencing that sort of thing, taking away that type of right. That's what he would, like, the point is, he doesn't want you to be able to find things out about him. You notice how, like, he deleted all of his tweets that were, like, incoherent and crap like that and got a speechwriter to start tweeting for him? Remember all that crap? He deletes, like that's the point. It's like me when I have an embarrassing stream, I just delete it. Obviously. Okay? Except the difference is, I'm just a content creator. He's president of the United States. Okay? And I promise you, he's said and done, like, all the stuff that he's talking about is way worse. Way worse. Yeah, I'm just sitting here mouthing off. Big deal. You get the same entertainment watching South Park. It's literally that. Yeah. I don't intend to be rude to people, but what you have to understand about this is that it's to the point that people really did get so misinformed by this guy that, I mean, we watched that video, guys. We watched it, and that wasn't even all the footage. They stormed the Capitol. They literally looted, rioted, over 700 people arrested. They killed some people, destroyed things. They threatened to kill Mike Pence. They threatened to kill Nancy Pelosi. Like, all these things. And again, every single one of them were Trump voters. Because they were lied to. They actually believed the election was rigged. And they just proved, all these same people that voted for Trump just proved that it's not. I will never forget this. We will never forget. That's the point. This is unacceptable. You did the unacceptable. You did the unfathomable. You harmed your own country. It's not funny. There's no excuse. You can't laugh about something like that. You're bleeding on the flag if you laugh about something like that. You're burning the flag. You really are. That's how I consider that type of disrespect. The fact that you would not, just completely not exclude a president. He's the first man in history to be elected president as a convict. You know, he's a convict. You understand this? First president in history. Actually a convict. This is real. Not to mention all the other things he should have been convicted of, but because he's rich, he's single-handedly going around getting retrials and shit. You guys aren't paying attention to anything. During his impeachment trial, the one that was actually fair and legitimate, because again, he obstructed justice on like 37 accounts. The Mueller investigation, the one that was actually legit. Yeah, Mitch McConnell literally lied under oath. Like, the whole thing is fucked. And it was the fucking Republicans that fucked it up. And y'all act like the What? The Democrats were the ones in Congress counting votes the day you tried to kill them all. They were counting your votes, assholes. Like, what the fuck? This is what I don't get. Trump sucks? Yeah, agreed. I just... How could you guys be like... The point is, like, you defend it, like, you deny fact, you make every excuse in the book, even down to, like, stuff that should just be really basic stuff. And still, I just... I don't even get it. I really don't. It really doesn't make any sense, except every single person that votes for him actually doesn't care about these things. They know it, and they won't admit to us that they don't care, that they're actually racist, and they're actually, like, they actually hate women and stuff like that. If you voted for Trump, you are not for women. You don't like women. You probably hate women. You're probably a racist. These are all things that Trump supports. He took credit for overturning Roe versus Wade. You don't support women if you support Trump. Like it's literally that simple. Case in point, like one of the only states I feel like a Democrat actually won the Senate this time around was it was one of the states where a female was running. Yeah, a woman. And so the Democrat won. Like, when are you gonna fucking stop already? It's not the Democrats, it's the Republicans, you fucking morons. Pay attention to politics. Even Bernie's an independent. He's not even a Democrat. He's been saying this for years. When are you gonna start listening? Bernie doesn't stand anything to gain from that. He's an independent, pleading with you over and over and over. Vote Democrat, please. And he's one of the most round... Like, you can't even deny everyone loves Bernie. How do you not love Bernie Sanders? There's something really wrong with you if you don't like Bernie Sanders. Guy's a freaking walking meme. Yeah. I just... There's literally infinite excuses not to vote for him. And not even a single valid one to vote. Nobody gives me actually a valid reason to vote for him. Because again, I can discredit every single one. It's so terrible. And when they try to give me something valid, I discredit it, and they just get really insulting. They, like, personally insult you. So the point is, yeah, they know that you flat out won the debate, yet they're still voting for this guy. That's the point of a debate. Yeah, to see which is better. Not to just pick the other one because you're fucking stupid. Duh. Durkadur, I'm gonna try this cracker. Then I'm gonna try this cracker. Oh wow, I like this one better, but I'm gonna vote for this one because I like this one better. This is what this feels like. Like, this is literally what this feels like. And so many of these people that claim to be conservative in nature, there's literally zero about Trump. Zero. I want you to come in my chat and tell me what's conservative about Donald Trump. Please. I would love to hear it. Running for the Republican Party that claims to be so conservative. What do they do for you that's so conservative? They sure as hell don't help you with money, giving tax plans that literally help billionaires, which is what Trump does, which is what the Republicans do. They're not even denying it. You can literally go look it up. The tax plan that we're on in Biden's administration still right now is Trump's tax plan. It's costing you more money. And you voted for Trump. Good job. Yep, good job. I mean, I told you all this a million times, but... Again, they didn't want to hear it. Is it, like... I don't know how many times I keep saying these things, and they don't change. The funny thing is, the things I hear about Trump change every day. Yep, all the excuses he makes, yada yada, it all changes all the time. Yet every single thing that I've said to discredit Trump never changes. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's called fact. Yeah, it's called using real information, and not just randomly coming up with shit and excuses. That's why. Yeah. So, can I be honest? If Trump had a plan for the border, why didn't he do it? If Trump had a plan for healthcare, why didn't he do it? Oh, and by the way, your healthcare is just fine. Yeah, you want him to leave that the fuck alone. Don't let Trump touch healthcare. He is so dumb. He will gut the he will. You don't want the billionaire businessman. The billionaire businessman is the guy that literally tells the manager below him that he's got to pick a cheaper fucking medical plan to cut expenses this year. Are you... Ugh. Like, you don't get how this works, do you? You don't understand business. You want the businessman, yet you don't fucking get it. He's the guy costing you more money. Duh! You want him, you expect him to give you better healthcare? No, he's gonna fucking gut it so he can get more money. Duh! Duh! He literally did that to the military. Yeah, he literally took from military funding while in office. And Trump, I know how to do things. Because I'm a businessman. I wish he would explain anything. Again, like, he never explains anything. What are you going to do? Please, in the most technical way possible, Mr. Businessman, tell me what you're going to do. Because I'm also a businessman, and I would love it explained to me. There are plenty of businessman voters. Go ahead. Tell us. And then he just never does. He just never... Oh, well, I'll bring in the papers. I'll bring in so many papers. There'll be so many papers you won't even believe. It's like... Yeah, the papers, man. The papers, yep. It's like even Joe Rogan is starting to sniff some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like even finally brain dead Joe Rogan is starting to sniff some bullshit. Yeah, the one and only papers. Joe Rogan's so, like, I love him, but, like, I hope he understands he's brain dead. I hope he gets that. I hope he kind of gets it. You guys get it, right? You guys get it, right? Like, that guy is... he has just smoked so much weed at this point. Like he is just gone all the time. Like, he's starting to look like tobacco. You know what I mean? Like, he's looks like the color of, like, I just, there is nothing healthy about that. Like, that is just too much, and, like, it's so apparent. And he's gone all the time. Like, he thinks he's, like, enlightened and, like, way up here. I still remember that time when, like, I guess they're friends, him and Elon, but flat out, Elon literally lost his space, clearance, his clearance to go in space because of Joe Rogan. Because Joe Rogan is so brain dead, he cost Elon his trip to space. Yeah. No, I mean, I think Elon's still gonna go at some point, but he had to wait so long. And you know why, right? Yeah, because even Elon, like, was taken off guard by it. He didn't even know. That's the point. He honestly didn't know. Or he wouldn't have done it. Like, he doesn't care. He doesn't do that stuff. He doesn't even have any interest in it. It was the sort of thing where Joe just passed him a joint and said, here you go. And so he took a drag just for the show. And it's like, that sucks. So he lost his space clearance because of Joe Rogan. Now, I think, again, I think he has it back. I think he's going to go eventually. Because I do think he's cleared now. But I think it took a while, was the point, was because he lost it because of that. Because I think he was going to go, like, within, like, the day or two or something like that. And there's no way he could have. Yeah, you just can't. There's no way. So. Yeah. And like, that's fine. Like, I guess they're friends or whatever. That's fine. Like, I mean, I'm sure Elon's cool with it, but, like, it's just. And that was a while ago too, and it's like it's only gotten worse. Like, sometimes, like, in his interviews, I just, he's so, it's just like, dude, simmer down. Like, I don't think he gets that, like, he's just sort of kind of acting like, oh, almost like Jay and Silent Bob, or, you know, like you know, like, just one of those, like, high characters, you know. I mean, like, that's kind of just how he's acting now, instead of just being Joe Rogan. Yeah. I don't know. I just, it's more out of respect for him. I hope that he stops being a little bit brain dead. That's all. Just, you know, be a little bit more on point. What we got? What we got? Yeah, I don't know, man. I genuinely do this every election. And I told you guys this already. Like, I don't care who wins. The election, you guys vote whoever. I'm gonna be like, okay, you voted. It is what it is. This person's our president. No arguments. You voted. Let's give this person a chance. Let's not. And it's just, you have to understand, like, with him, it's just, it really is different. I know everybody says that, and they're probably tired of hearing it, but It's the truth. They're not trying to mislead you. That's why we say it's different, because it really is. But I am giving him that chance. I'm giving him that clean slate. I really am. He's hope he doesn't disappoint me. No, truthfully, if he just does good shit in office, I'll talk about it. But you guys realize I'm just gonna, like, whatever he does, like, that's the point. Like, I'm just gonna talk about it. Just be like, well, he did this. Like, that's all a lot of these places do. You know what I mean? But, like, every place that has their audience, that audience feels like they can rely on that source, you know? So, like, that's all, you know? Like, certain sources feel reliable to certain people. That's it. Yeah. I won't give you too much about, like, what sources I go to and stuff like that on the stream, but we can talk about that sometime. Yeah, we can talk about that sometime. There's definitely, like, a whole subject matter with trying to inform yourself that we can easily talk about if you guys want. Can definitely be a subject matter that you know, we go into quite a bit, where we talk about how to inform yourself, how to do proper research, things like that. Because I had to be taught that too. I mean, I know I know it probably doesn't seem like it. I do have a college education. I do. I don't have any degrees or anything to prove it, but I do have a college education. So part of one. So I'm at least of college education, partially partial year. So at least up to that point, and that's obviously a good bit past high school. So. And you guys know, I've talked about how even my high school education was actually surprisingly good. I had a very good high school education. Zero complaints about how I was educated. It was great education. If only more people could have teachers that care and spend the time with each student of learner types that are different from the others that I did. Because it takes teachers to understand everybody learns different. And that you have to get people to interact. You will never teach anything if all you do is stand in front of a class and lecture. You ain't teaching anything. Even those people that love it, that claim to love it, they're not learning right. They think they are, they're not. Don't do that. You're a bad teacher if you do that. Don't do it. Simple as that. Don't lecture. It's stupid. It's so stupid. It's literally lazy. It's literally like, I don't know how to teach. Listen to me talk. Don't do that. Teach people. Use your brain. That's what you're getting paid to do. Yeah, make workshops. It's that simple. One of the best things that you can do in a class setting is to involve people, especially people falling asleep, things like that. Have the entire class feel involved in any way. So, you know, having people come up to the board to answer questions, writing questions on the board for people to come up to answer, throwing a ball around the room. There's something as simple as, like, interactive things, objects, throwing a ball around the room. You know, like an answer ball or something like that. Like, if you're doing something, and you throw a ball to somebody, it's just literally a way to get them to interact. It doesn't mean anything. You just have a ball. So what? Maybe you're a teacher that likes to work on hand-eye coordination with people. Okay. Toss a ball to them. Now they have the ball. They answer the question. It's a focus tool. Other people look at it too. They're staring at it. They're more focused on the ball and who's going to get it next. And they're looking at the person answering. Thinking about it. It's flying around the room. They're hearing it. It's interaction. It's literally that simple. You can take something so small and just... It's that simple. I mean, this is one example. I just came up with that. I didn't... I mean, maybe somebody did that when I was in school. I don't remember. I just sort of came up with it. How passionate the teacher is about the subject helped too. Yeah, I've got some class where I was bad. That was bad at, but having a teacher that make you feel his passion makes a huge difference for sure. Yeah, I had a really good Spanish teacher. Now I don't sit here and retain my languages unless I'm going to use them, but yeah, I mean I took Spanish. And I took German. You have to take some languages here and there. My Spanish teacher did not get enough credit. She was so good and so overly qualified. And I was a senior in a freshman Spanish class, and it showed because flat out I cared and everybody else just did not give a shit. And it would be irritating, actually. It would be irritating how much people just didn't care about the class. That would be very irritating. And it's sort of like you sort of... I wish that I would have realized this when I was, like, younger. But as I got older and, like, grew up and stuff, I gained a more of appreciation how disrespectful it was to the teacher to, like, not pay attention and do the class properly. I didn't realize that when I was younger, and I felt really bad. Like, as I started getting, like, older and more mature, I started realizing that I was being extremely disrespectful to just not even paying attention sometimes and stuff. So yeah, I agree with you. Passion definitely helps, and for sure, I think they cared about that. That's a good point. I think they cared about trying to get teachers into positions that they wanted to do, instead of something they had to do. I remember, though, I gotta be honest, I remember those specifically having a social studies class, because that's what they called it. It's history. And, we had a wrestling coach as our teacher. And flat out, you could tell this guy did not really want to be doing this class. But he did. He did. And, he did it well. He did it well. But I could tell. I could just tell. He really didn't want to be doing it. But he did everything he could to make sure everybody was learning, paying attention, doing a good job. He did it well. So, like, it just in my case, I had teachers that cared, even when they didn't, you know. And then even sometimes if it seemed like they didn't, you kind of call them out on it, and it was like they'd sort of kind of go, okay, you know, like, and like help you, you know. Good people. But not everybody has that. It's true. Not everybody has that. And it's so important. So that's how I was able to inform myself, get a head on my shoulders, stuff like that. I just, at a certain point, I had to do it because nobody else was going to. You know, nobody was gonna tell me the truth. Because I was the part of the issue that I started realizing is a lot of the people that I listened to that even liked the Republicans, the point was that they wouldn't give me a reason that sat right with me. It was always exactly, even back then, exactly what I'm telling you now. Because even like Democratic voters do this. Like a lot of people do this. It's not even just them. It's a lot of people. They give simple, basic, small reasons, like one policy reasons why they're voting for this person, and then a lot of times it's not even valid. It doesn't even make any sense. It's almost like, well, then you should be voting for the other guy. As how it seems a lot of times. It's really like people just don't get it. And so that's what I started kind of getting early on with George W. and stuff. Even when I liked him and I was asking people about him, like what they liked and stuff, it was literally the most basic, simple things. Oh, he just seems like a nice man. Truthfully, that's the shit they said. I'm not making that up. Now you couldn't get away with that, right? Now if you said that, people laugh in your face, right? So now, like, they try. Oh, he's good for the economy. Yeah, because that tells me anything. Yeah, I mean, like, it's such a broad statement, okay? What did he do that you think was good for the economy? So what people think that Trump did that was supposedly good for the economy was that he was positive in affecting the stock market, which again doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the economy in the long run. It's just stocks. That's it. It's just stocks. Yeah. So yes, the companies and the investors herein, okay. Okay, tell me what he did for farmers. Tell me what he did for me. Tell me what he did for anybody that works a normal fucking job. I'll wait. Because I'd love to hear it. Didn't do anything. He played golf. I'm not making that up, guys. You know, like the whole propaganda. All right, everybody focusing on like this president spend more time on vacation than the last president. I was always one that said that's a stupid thing. Every president after the previous one always spends more time. We actually started realizing this. It was always the next president spent more time. I don't think it's the case anymore. I think Biden broke that. Yeah, don't. You can still look it up if you want. You can tell me if I'm wrong if you want. I actually wouldn't mind if you told me. I wouldn't care. But like I'm pretty sure Biden broke that where Trump spent more time on vacation. I think Trump spent more time on vacation than Biden. I think. The point is, you really can look that stuff up, and that's the stuff that you have to worry about him getting rid of. You don't want him to get rid of that stuff. You want to be able to know what he's doing. That's what he doesn't, like, that's the point. Like, his White House staff, like, Sean Spicer, I mentioned all this stuff before. Sean Spicer was fired because he didn't want to lie anymore. He told the truth once, and he was fired. This is a true story. That really happened. Yeah. You got called not a team player, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, one of the guys actually with integrity. Yeah. I thought he was cool. I felt bad for him. He was just a guy doing a job. I felt bad for him. Yeah, maybe stocks got better, but is it going to bring more food on the table? I don't think so. I mean, if the average person that has a house is playing the stocks in the exact right spot and selling them at the exact right time, then sure. Like, that's the point. Like, who the fuck actually thinks this is affecting the economy? Are people this dense? Like, they really think like this? They don't think far enough ahead? Oh, yeah, the stocks. Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's like, please educate yourselves. Even on the Canadian side, we were worried of what is going to happen with Trump. Gotta wait and see. I know a lot of people are. That's the point. Ukraine even Russia. That's why they wanted to sway it his way. Like, the point is, there's something really big that everybody's not telling you. And all the world leaders know it. Everybody's not telling you. Trump's going to start World War III. That's what's going to happen. It's the truth. He does not know what he's doing with foreign policy. He doesn't listen to generals. Case in point, who was the guy that did the right thing in the Cuban Missile Crisis? Yeah, the Democrat in the room. Not the Republican, the Democrat. Yeah, every single person was telling him to fire first. Fire first. You gotta nuke first. Nuke first. Everybody says that. If you don't fire first, that's it. And guess what? Because JFK is a fucking American hero, we had a future. Because JFK chose not to fire first. What do you think Trump would try to do in that same exact situation? I think anybody that votes for him knows the answer too. Yeah. Yeah, he's a coward. Basically. That's what a coward would fire. That's the point. The guy that sits there and says, fire and fury, the likes of which has never been seen. That's a coward that says something like that. He didn't say anything calculated. He didn't think about it. He cowered. He had to beat his chest at it. This is what voters aren't understanding. That doesn't translate to politics. It doesn't translate to Putin. It doesn't translate to Xi from China. It doesn't translate to Kim Jong-un. They look at him like mincemeat. They don't fucking care. Fire and fury, the likes of which have never been seen. They, again, they know what that means. Okay? And sure, if Trump sits here and just starts bombing shit, sure, we could do that. Do you think that we would still have NATO if we did that? Do you think we would still be friends with Japan if we did that? Do you think that somebody wouldn't try to nuke Washington if we did that? Do you think... Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else, but I think that the feds would know where I was going next. I'm not going to say the next part. But the point is, there's so many strategic reasons why you would want the guy as president who always makes the rash, uncalculated decision. You know why? You guessed it. Because you know what he's going to do. He's predictable. That's all it takes. Why do you think Biden says to people, it will be matched with equal force? Because if you tell them what's going to happen, they know your hand. We're commanding the biggest military ever known to man, and we're treating it with disrespect. That's what he's acting like. He's commanding the biggest military ever known to man. He's treated it with, like, such utter disrespect. He called them suckers and losers. He doesn't work with generals. Like, the point is, any general in history, this guy's worked with so many presidents. He's never had a single issue with any of them, Republican or Democrat. They've all worked with him just fine. And then Trump. Yeah. A general. Somebody no bullshit. Yeah. Somebody that if you blinked wrong could probably stick a frickin' landmine up your ass in seconds. He doesn't have time for BS. He doesn't care. Yeah, that's the point. Trump's full of it. It's always BS. It's a giant TV show with him. He's not a president. He's a celebrity. His voters aren't even voters, they're fans. The messed up thing of it is, they even call, like, Democratic voters fans. They're like, fans of Kamala. Like, the point is, they don't even get it. Yeah, we're calling them voters. They're calling us fans and themselves fans. Like, that's the point. They don't get it. They're fans. They're not voters. It's not about selling fucking red hats. It's not about selling t-shirts that say lock her up on it and making money off of that. Aside from the fact that there's literally zero integrity in that. What the hell? Like, zero integrity. And this is who you're voting for. And he takes credit for overturning Roe versus Wade, all that stuff. Yeah, he takes credit for that. He likes that. I just... I'm at a loss for what's to like. Again, like, I sat here... I can't find a single thing he actually did in office. Like, something he actually did. The tax plan that he did is costing you more money. So again, he didn't actually cut taxes. He called it that. He just called it that. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like every person that votes for Trump is like the person that some person standing on the street and they offer you like a white pill and they're like, "Hey man, you want to take this?" And you're like, "Sure, why not? You seem trustworthy." It's kind of like, it's just what it feels like. It's like, there's like literally a million reasons why you should never do that, yet you decide to do it. It's literally that unreasonable. It is exactly that unreasonable. It really is. And now his plans. Yeah, like all these interviews, all these things where we see him talking about plans that he wants to do. And it's like, I really haven't heard anything that he's actually that he could do. So again, a lot of the stuff that he could do isn't stuff that he can actually do. It's too big. He can't actually do it. He wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah. It would either take too long or it'd be something Congress has to do and pass together. And, well, that doesn't always work. Because, again, Trump he doesn't work with Democrats. Yeah, if you want Congress to pass something, you have to be bipartisan. Obama did that. That's why Obama is generally liked. He worked very well with both parties. Yeah. That's why Trump hates him so much. Yep. Because everybody that didn't get along with Trump gets along with Obama. They're like polar opposites. That's why. It's like the exact opposite people they hang out with and respect and stuff like that. That's why. Except it shouldn't be that way. Because the point is, presidents have always hung out with each other, respected each other, Republicans and Democrats. Trump's the only exception to that. You know that George W., they're like good friends with the Obamas. They are. It's true. Yeah. Why wouldn't you be? He's just a guy, was just a guy doing a job. And like that's where I'm at. Like I don't even, all right, he wasn't my favorite president ever, but like the point is, like, I don't hate the guy. Yeah, now Trump, very different. It's very different. It is. I'm not just randomly picking a Republican to hate. Again, I don't hate George W. Bush. Never did. Nope. I don't hate Republicans either. I don't like Mitch McConnell. Yeah, the guy's an asshole. Because he's costing you a shitload of money. And he's lied under oath. And he's done a lot of other questionable things. This is why I hate certain people. You know that Joe Biden was actually like one of those guys that like, you can find like clips of him when he was younger. He was like one of the smart ones that like would say like really funny, quirky things at like at like just the right freaking time. Joe Biden was like, he was good, man. He's always been. You should have voted for him. You shouldn't have voted him out. Yeah, Biden has always looked old. You know, he just looks old. Did you know that? I watched a video of him when he was 29 years old. 29! That's younger than me! Yeah! By about 10 years! Yeah! And you know what? In that video, he looked significantly older than me. Significantly! Yeah! He always looked old. Everybody's like, oh, he's so old. You know how old Trump is? Look at Trump's... Alright, if you're a Trump voter, please be responsible right now. What I'd like you to do is inform yourself of his age compared to Biden's. Please. Because there's not much difference. It's really not that big of a difference. It really isn't. It's really not. Trump's really old. Yeah, Kamala's not. People voted against her because they didn't want a woman. I really believe that. I really do. I had people in my chat talking about that. Yeah, I mean, like when we talked about Kamala and stuff like that, and you know, tried to just inform people about her, you know, just talk about her and stuff like that. Just no lie, just people in my chat like saying a woman shouldn't be in charge of anything, yada yada yada. Just, man, it's sickening, man. Man, to both female candidates that were overly qualified, both of them were overly qualified. Trump's the one that's not. The qualification does he have? He's never been in politics. He's never been in law. He's never had a government position in anything. He doesn't have the qualification. Please elect people that have jobs in the government, because then they have experience. Why do you think that there's some big conspiracy that electing somebody that's in government is bad for some reason? It's called work experience. There's no giant conspiracy. You're lied to. They're just doing jobs. They're just people. You elect them. That's it. What do you think? They just grow out of the ground or something? Like, what? Oh, where do they come from? They're Americans. They went to your schools. They grew up. They were educated by the same people you were. Fuck, man. I just... I don't know how else to say it, because I'll be honest with you, I've sat here and I've watched for literally like over a decade. I have watched the talk show hosts, Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, all these guys that are in those positions, because remember, they are like the cream of the crop. They are the funniest, most creative, most talented out of all the people, because remember, they were interviewed for those anchor positions and they got them. Out of all the people that probably wanted a nice cushy chair job, just writing jokes, sitting in front of a camera, getting paid 6 figures to smile on camera, have a job forever, you millionaire basically. And who wouldn't want that? And the point is, these guys are of the top cream of the crop. You could try, basically, they're very educated. They know what they're talking about. Yeah, like, they don't even have to think about this. They probably looked this shit up a million times and then like, yeah, like, this is terrible. The point is, these guys all separately come to the same fucking conclusion. And for decades, we've been watching the same kinds of people separately come to the same fucking conclusion about Trump and Trump and Republicans. All separately. And then you just have that one, Fox News, who's sitting here trying to cover for their asses, making shit up. They get hit with fines for misreporting, yada, yada, yada. And nobody gets a clue. Nobody looks anything up. Nobody gets a clue. They all just go, no. Media is bad. All of it. All of it. You can't. There's no facts anymore. Nothing happens or gets reported. It's all fake. Conveniently, anything ever bad against Trump, fake news. I believe you. So, I'm gonna finish my Game Fuel. They have Game Fuel again! I'm so excited! I'm gonna finish this. I had this in the fridge from last night. I'm so excited. Look, this is the original. I'm not making it up. It's the real original. The really good one. You guys know, like, the first Game Fuel when they came out with Halo and all that? It's the first one. I swear. It's the exact same flavor. It's the original one. They brought it back. It's the citrus cherry. Yeah! I know, it's awesome! They brought it back for WoW. I think that's so funny. How ironic, right? Yeah, the irony, of course, being that I always had these for Halo. and they always had Halo on them. Now the irony being, I don't have the new expansion, but World of Warcraft. I know the original. I'm gonna clean my nails. Just noticed that. I washed my hands earlier. I don't know why. I guess it's probably just from work. That's right. The original. And who would have thought I'd be here to talk about it with World of Warcraft on it? It really is. It really is. It's not... This is the original flavor. There's no question. That is imprinted. I get... Some people, like, can hold on to, you know, like, different things with their memory and, you know, stuff like that, like smells and stuff. Definitely smells, too. But for me, I vividly hold on to taste palettes, and I distinctly, as soon as I tried this, I was like, oh, it's the first one! Because I loved the first one, and it was the best one. And I was really mad that they got rid of the first one, and they were like, oh, let's change the flavor to a bunch of different shit, even though the first one was the best one. Darka darka dar. It was annoying. It's kind of like how Coke keeps getting rid of Surge. And then, like, a shitload of people come out to bring it back. And then they get rid of it again. No, it's because Coke makes really stupid marketing decisions. That's why. See this? See that? See the orc on there? And you see the little World of Warcraft thing? That's called a smart fucking marketing decision. When you put out Surge and nobody's seen it in like decades, you gotta put something on the label. Yeah, to help sell it to a new generation of kids. Yeah. Is that the same freaking demographic? Durr. Durr. Is that the same demographic? It's not. The adults now are not buying Surge. The adults that were kids that when they had Surge, they're not buying Surge now. They're trying to, like, these people that are trying to bring it back, they're getting people to jump on with them and stuff like that. Like, it's few and far between. I promise you, Surge is a very good soda. You have to market it properly. It's a very good soda. You have to market it properly. Get very specific things for Surge. Surge needs like that, you know, like Mountain Dew? You think Mountain Dew has like its thing? Everybody just like knows Mountain Dew. It has like its own sort of thing to it. People don't even sort of signify it as Pepsi anymore. I think they just sort of signify it as Mountain Dew. It's Pepsi though. And so like with something taking on just a rhythm of its own, put a bunch of Surge flavors out or something. Yeah, make like strawberry Surge or like mix it or something. I don't know. But remember, colors. Okay? I shouldn't have to tell this to a soda company, but it's everything, man. It's literally everything. When you have this sitting on a shelf, and you have this very bright, vivid color sitting next to all these other drinks, black, 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 clear, black, green. Oh, what's this? Huh. So, with Surge, it had this ugly green color. So, why are you doing that to Surge? Why are you doing Surge that way? Put that shit in a black bottle, man! Do I have to tell you how to market your soda? Put in a black bottle! Black! Make that shit black! Put a green label wrapped around it. Surge! Black! Not see-through. This is the ugliest green color I've ever seen. Stop marketing it like that. When they pour it out in the glass, like, oh, it's green. Oh. They don't want to see it on the shelf like that, though. Black bottle, man. I know. It's just my opinion. You do whatever you want, Coke. You don't need me to tell you how to market your shit. I'm just saying. Put it in the black bottle. Probably actually so. And don't try to sell it in the 12 packs and 24 packs until you know it's selling. Don't do that. No, I'm serious. Like, until you know it's selling, because, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're mass producing all this stuff. And it's costing you money. Start selling it in the convenience stores first. See if it sells. Yeah, sell it like this first. See if it sells. And slowly bring it to other bottles. Don't, you know, like, start doing the 6-packs of the 20 ounces and stuff. Don't do the cans. Commit to that, you know, when it comes time. It's so much. And I know this is probably more expensive. I get it. That's why you only do it in the convenience stores. Yeah, like pick a chain or something and just go with that. There you go. See, you didn't even have to pay me for all that marketing advice. Totally free. Yep, totally free, Coke. And anybody else that wants to use it. It's actually pretty decent advice, generally speaking. It's also not stuff that hasn't been done before either. It's stuff that's, you know, other marketing people have done, advertising people have done. But yeah, black bottle. It's true. Just like, alright, just like, for example, Monster made these Monster Hydro things for a while. And they really screwed that up. So, like, the bottle was so cool. That's the part that they... So, the bottle was cool and it was clear and everything. You could see the fluid. That's the part that was cool. So, they had a good idea. But then it just didn't taste very good. It just wasn't very good. So, the issue wasn't actually the marketing. The marketing was very good. I think they should have marketed that packaging on the energy drink. I think they should have used that same clear packaging as like a special edition of like the regular Monster. And suddenly everyone's like, oh, Monster in a different, a clear one now. Oh, that's cool. And people are just like grabbing it off the shelf left and right. I guarantee you. Just because it's always been in that black and green M can. It's always been the same. I think the first time you change that to something drastic... Yeah, I mean, like, just a clear can, maybe? A clear, plastic thing with a little metal can opener thing on top. I think it would... I don't know, it's just personal opinion, but... it's the sort of thing where it's eye popping. They just want to kind of grab it just to have the new one, you know. And then flat out, these folks know that this is smart too. Then that person's holding it and drinking it, and they're carrying it around. And someone's like, "Oh, is that a new Monster? Is that a new one? Oh, that looks really cool. That's a cool can. Is that a new Monster?" And they're like, "No, it's just a regular one." And they start drinking, and they're like, "Ah, new Monster can." You guys get me. Then they immediately want one. It's literally, why do you think this label is on here? Why do you think the color is there? Why do you think it looks the way it does? It's literally all that. It's literally all so that people see you drinking it. That's why. Yeah, obviously it's to initially sell it to you, but it's more actually so that when you're drinking it, that's why like in subways, like everywhere, there's always like vending machines and stuff like that. They want to advertise, for sure. That's why I do this. Try to help them out a little bit. I drink so much freaking Pepsi stuff that try to help them out a bit. I mean, there is a definitive quality difference in... I'm not saying it. Well, anyway. YouTube's just sitting in here removing views. No, I don't know what they're doing. So they're... like, everybody's, like, out of the stream. There's nobody in the stream anymore. And I just, like, slowly see views coming off the stream. It's, like, going down. That's okay. Well, that's the sort of thing where, like, once we get to a certain point, that makes sense that, alright, they would take, you know what I mean, like, duplicates and stuff. That's understandable. It's a little bit annoying when they start doing it and, like, we're at, like, 10 views or something like that, and they're already removed. It's like, what views are you removing when we're at frickin' 10? That's what's annoying. Yeah, like, it's like they can't even wait till the end of the stream, you know? It's like, you're removing it now? Really? And you're trying to pretend like that's not going to affect the concurrent viewers? Yeah, that messes up the... It really does. It does. The system thinks it's not trending. It literally thinks it's like totally messes up. They're like they literally should know this. They should know exactly, because the algorithm can't account for that. You're removing views. The algorithm's just literally assuming those views are just what they are right now. So as soon as you remove them, the algorithm just adjusts the stream based on those. Like, it's just gonna be like, oh, okay, it's not there, it's here. So like, it's very obviously to cause a problem when they're doing it too early. Yeah, they're not supposed to do that. That's why they're supposed to come off after. I literally, like, that's the point. Like, they're doing it too early. That's exactly why, because they know it de-escalates it. Yeah, like, I just sat here and watched, like, at least 5 or 6 views come on. So I think it was at, well, I'm not going to say, actually. I'm not going to say. I'm going to say it all. I'll just leave it alone. Yeah, certain content creators know the views that we're pulling. They'll just get jealous. I'm just not going to talk about it. That's their problem. It is. That is literally their problem. They're just, like, getting jealous over the views, you know? I just watched a concurrent come in here, and then as soon as the concurrent came in, the view got removed. So somebody's hacking. Yeah, they're hacking that. That's a hack. So essentially, they've created a hack where for every time they come in the stream, it removes that view. That's a redundant hack. That will be investigated. Even if I even see that, they're gonna see it, man. I don't know why you're trying this crap. Yeah, views are supposed to come off after the stream, not during. It's called the reason it's processing. Yeah, like I said, when we started the stream, like the last like 5 or 6 streams we did were still processing. That's why I was gonna do like a full screen, so play a game or something, but I just decided, well, since YouTube's still slow and seems to not be able to process anything, and the last like basically 5 or 6 streams are still processing for whatever reason, I guess I'll just sit here on a vertical. Yep. Look at me being nice, trying to give YouTube infinite time that they shouldn't have to process streams that should be processed pretty instantaneously after the stream finishes. Like, it shouldn't even be a process. Literally shouldn't. I mean, that should be so quick. That's so stupid. Again, if like the sheer amount of people that have channels and like just the sheer amount of content and stuff that's on this platform, and the process actually takes that long, and there's that many streams processing after I'm done with them. Like, again, like some of these streams are from like over a day ago. Yeah, they halted the views. They stopped the views. They halted them. I'm not getting any views anymore on this stream. They backed up the views before they got to triple digits, and then they're holding them there. I've watched 5 people come in and out of the stream, and we're not getting any views. I've just watched that happen. So that's YouTube not doing what they're supposed to do. That's literally on YouTube. Yeah, I'm literally staring right at it. There's 5 people in here, and they're not counting it. Look, the views are 97. They've been at 97. They've been stuck here for the past, I'd say 5 minutes or so. That's what they backed it up to. They were removing views, and they backed it up to that, and it's been sitting there. That's what they just did. Yep. So there you go. That's what they literally just did. Yeah, it is messed up. And you just saw like 5 people come in here and then leave. Those 5 concurrents, they were not in here when I started to say that. They came in after I was saying it. So those views should have counted. I actually just watched, that should be eight more views, actually. So I watched 5 count, and then I watched 3 more, so it should be up to 8 more views. And they're just not counting them. They're literally just lying. And then clearly after I say something, they start counting views again. So again, the point is, had I not said something, they would have sat there and tried to scam me. So again, YouTube is full of, literally, they're just scamming everybody. They're lying, they're cheating, they're scamming, they're fraud. This is a fraud platform. How many concurrents have come in here and they didn't count the view? How many? How many do you think have come in here and they just aren't counting these views? Just not counting them. Yeah, I literally just watched this number go up several times by several digits, multiple times, and this number hasn't moved. It's not that it's not updating, it's literally not moving. Why wouldn't this update with this? These should update simultaneously. If this is updating, this is part of the same page. It should be updating too. That's completely asinine to say this isn't updating. This is literally a lie. So you see how many concurrent viewers are coming in and out of here, and it's just not counting. The sheer number. Because they're lying. This is a very obvious ploy to keep us below a certain number of views. That's what this is. We were well over 100. Well over 100. And then they started backing it up. That's why. Yep, because they know flat out that Cookie Dough comes onto my stream and sits here and causes a problem for every stream that gets over 100 views. That's why. They know that, and they don't want to deal with the legal repercussions of these content creators that have been coming back and forth, causing all these problems for me. So case in point, there was another view just there. You just saw the concurrent viewership go up, and the view has not been counted. So this is proof, and the lawyer is going to see all this. Like, this, how many times has this happened now? We're up to roughly about 10 or 11 extra views that they have not counted now. Yeah, we're up to about 10 or 11 extra views that they have not counted. And it's very clear that YouTube has been doing this for a very long time. They're lying to people. And again, this is being federally investigated, so my lawyer's going to see all this. He has what he needs. He wants to take YouTube to the absolute cleaners. Like, this guy wants to sue YouTube for, like, everything they're worth. He wants to, like, own the friggin' company when he's done with it. And flat out, like, this is everything. This is literally everything. They physically can't do this. Here, like, again, we've seen at least 11 extra concurrent viewers that we can confirm that came in here, and the views are not being counted. It's literally just sitting there. When I said something initially, the view count went up 1 time, and then we proceeded to see 11 other viewers come in. There's an additional one. There's 12 there. It doesn't matter if the concurrent viewer fluctuates. That view should be a total number of views during the live stream, and then after the stream, there's a review process. Not in the middle of the stream. And this is what causes problems. This causes problems for the stream. That's why it's being investigated. There's so many things that YouTube sits here and does against their own policies. Flat out, they literally tell you that the review process for removing views is after the stream. Not during, it's after. They tell you that. They're fucking full of shit. This is fraud. The entire platform is fraud. Notice, did you see that? They're literally just sitting here making it up now. They're just like, oh my god, he's figuring it out. Add a couple of views. Oh my god. The number didn't even move. It went down. What the fuck are they doing? Like, this is so bullshit. Like, it's so obvious. The number went down. So what views are you suddenly counting that you forgot about? That I literally just proved to you you didn't count. I watched the number go down and then you counted 2 more views. Thus proving that you counted views after I pointed this the fuck out. So had I not been here to call your bullshit, YouTube, had I not been here to call your stupid fucking fraud bullshit, you would have stolen more views from me. Again. So again, we're going to continue to prove exactly how many views you continue to steal from me, and we're going to keep an eye on this pretty much every stream. Maybe this is all we ever do anymore. Yeah, maybe this is just all we ever do. And we'll literally sit here and flat out prove how fraudulent this platform is. Look at this. Just sitting there at 100. And then again, the number went down, and then they added 2 more views. Wow. If you can't follow that logic, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That was a pretty simple logic to follow. So, there's somebody leaving again, but again, we were well over 100 and then just started removing views. Middle of the stream. They do this all the time. They literally do this all the time. It's all the time. And again, the review process is after the stream, not during. You don't sit here and actively remove live views. It's fucked up. Hasn't moved. So with us being, again, counting at least 12 more viewers that we saw after they took it down to 98. We saw 12 more after that. And they're literally sitting in here doing this now on purpose to try to lie. So that one viewer, you remember that one viewer left? So this is YouTube on purpose fixing this so that they can try to prove that it's working. They're not proving anything. All they did is just prove that they fixed it really quick and that they can, in fact, fix this anytime they want. That's all they proved. That's literally all they just proved. There you go. Yep, you saw one concurrent viewer come in. And they counted 1, and then after that one concurrent viewer, they counted yet another one. So YouTube is literally sitting here trying to cover their asses. They flat out know now. They're like, oh shit, he can prove this. That's not good. Oh shit. And they're sitting here like trying to send in concurrent viewers and like trick you into thinking that like, oh, it just, just 2. Yeah, even though only 1 concurrent viewer showed up, we'll give you 2. They're trying to lie. They're trying to really quick add them. Because they know they fucking took valid views away. They literally took them. They took valid views. They do this all the time. All the time. You guys, like, no lie, I am getting sick and fucking tired of my favorite music artist releasing a music video, and then they throw like only like 1 million views at them, and then it just sits at 1 million views and sits there and sits there and sits there and sits there, and I'm like, there's no way. Like, it's not just sitting at 1 million, like that exact number. Like, it's really fucking weird. They're clearly like just don't like these guys and single them out or something. Like, they clearly have some sort of problem with the way they look or the way they sound, or so they're not giving them as many views as, you know, like, I don't know, Disturbed or something like that, you know, like a top-selling artist. It's like so messed up. And I see it all the fucking time. I see it literally all the fucking time. It's not just me, it's literally everybody. It's even like that, like I said, my favorite music artist. I see it all the fucking time with their videos. I'm not gonna mention who it is. I'm not gonna tell you. You guys follow me long enough, you'll probably know who it is. So I'm not gonna involve them in this crap. The point is, I feel for anybody that has to go through that, because the point is, I've now gone through it. This is the point that I'm trying to make. I'm literally trying to speak for anybody that has gone through this and is going through this, because you probably don't know. You probably don't realize it's happening. And they're just right under your nose, sitting here, lying to you about the amount of views you're supposed to have. Music video just sits at 1 million, just sits there forever, just like sitting at 1 million. No. Liars. Liars. Like, when I watch the video all the time, do you then take that recommendation and filter it into your recommended videos for people that watch similar music and haven't seen it yet? No, you fucking don't. You literally fucking don't. And why did you just shift the bitrate around conveniently the very small second that I started talking about that? The point is, you know you don't fucking do it like you're supposed to. You literally don't. You liar. You lying sack of shit. Yeah, this entire platform is full of liars. Well, not you guys that are watching. I'm just saying, like, the people, like, YouTube. Like, it's just literally, like, all of these views that should have counted for them just don't frickin' count. And they just stop them. They just halt the views. And they're trying to lie to you guys. They're trying to claim that, you know, it's valid. And it, like no video, no music video. Like, it's not just sitting at that number. Just sitting there. And again, like I said, if I watch the video so much, the point is, you should recommend that video to other people that also on this platform listen to like music, listen to similar music that I do. Recommend this video if they haven't watched it, or even if they have. Why the fuck's it just sitting at 1 million? Because you're not doing that properly. It's that simple. It's that simple. Anyways, it's about that time, guys. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate everybody being here, the positive support. Thank you all so very much. Really appreciate everybody who was here to support me and all that. We are going to, obviously, like I said before, we're going to be doing something to thank you guys. We are going to be doing something to thank you guys properly. like I said, I'm just waiting for it to get over the hump a bit more. Not out of, not I want to show proper respect, in thanking you guys. So I will do that, believe me. And I will get, I will do that. I want to put some time to put something together, and again, I want to get it over that hump a bit more, so that way it's established, we're good, and then it gives me some time to think about what I want to do too, to thank you. Well, I know what I want to do, but I want to go the extra mile. So, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it, Zylan. Take care, guys.